Right, good morning. Right, so as the weather forecast said, we have had the snow at the end of the week, only on the high grounds, so it's currently snowing at the top of the mountains over there, but it is chucking it down here. So I'm going to enjoy this lovely weather that we've got to deal with this hedge that we've got along here. So along here we've got a series of small ponds. I say ponds, most of them are dry now. They're just, to be honest, I'm not quite sure why they were there. I believe it's something to do with previously filling the lake as a sediment control or something. But there's a hedge behind those, and as you can see, it's got so out of control now, it's interfering with the footpath that goes around the lake. So I'm going to be cutting all that lot back today. This will be a lot more open by the end of the day, hopefully. And then we'll see how much time we've got. If it's not too dark, by the end we'll have a nice bonfire with it. So that should warm me back up again afterwards. So I've got the chainsaw here, I've got all the equipment I need. So yeah, I'll get you on the stand and we'll start cutting this lot back. Okay, well, we're off to a good start. I've cleared a little hole here that we can actually get into now. So I'll move you in here so you can have a better view of what I'm doing. Oh dear, got caught up in the branches. Right. So you can see here, this is the line where the laurels are planted. And that's where the path is, all the way over there. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of material here. So, right, let's get you back on the stand. Okay, so that bit didn't take me too long. So that piece in the middle there, there's actually a willow tree from behind it that's fallen on it. So there's a lot of dead willow in there to remove. But it's getting a bit tangled now. So what I'm going to do is, once I've got the fire going and burnt this lot so it's all out of my way, then I'll get back in there and remove some more of the willow. But that's a good start for now. So I'm going to move on to this section. I do want to clear that lot up, but I'm going to move on to this section first. And yeah, let's see how far I can go. Right. Yeah, look at all these ducks. Well, they're doing is eating the grass. Right, so that's two of the bays. I'm calling them bays because they're like little ponds along here. That's two of them pretty much cleared. There's a few straggly bits higher up that I'll need the pole saw for, but that'll do for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the fire lit and try and clear some of this before I start on that lot. But yeah, it's going okay at the moment, so yeah, let's go and get something to light the fire with. I brought some stuff with me, hoping it'll stay dry enough to actually get a decent fire going. So, so hopefully that should stay hot enough so it shouldn't go out. I'm going to start getting the green stuff over and putting that on top now. Well, it's still going. It's not exactly a roaring fire, but I suppose it's got to not only dry the rain off the logs, got to dry them out because they're green. But I think some of the bits I put on originally are now burning. So yeah, I'm gonna save the battery and turn the camera off for a while, and turn it back on if it gets any more interesting. But yeah, I'll bring them bits across from over here. Oh, let's jump over this bank again. There we go. So I've managed to clear this little bit here. It's getting there. Right. Well, I'll see you again in a minute. Okay, so I wouldn't normally do this, but I am going to have to admit defeat today. So, as you probably guessed would happen, the fire's done nothing. It's still smouldering slightly under there, but to be honest, I don't think it's got enough heat now to actually burn stuff above. Normally once you get the fire going, there's enough heat in it, you put the green stuff on, that dries it out, and just that then feeds the stuff above. But we're having so much rain, even where I'm walking is just filling up with water. Now this did used to be a pond, so it is all clay down here, and as I'm walking around it is turning even more mushy. So yeah, I'll leave that. It'll go out. If it does catch light, it catches light. I mean, in this weather I don't think anything else is going to, but if not, I've got a nice bonfire pile ready for next time. So I've been dragging everything over this here, which again gets it incredibly muddy and slippery. Ooh. So I've cleared quite a bit of it. The path here is starting to get muddy as I'm walking on it as well, so like I say, normally I'd go, well, I've cut this, I've got to clear it, but today I'm going to give in and go, nope, the path's clear, that's what you're getting. But yeah, so I don't know what the weather's like tomorrow. If the it's Sunday tomorrow, but if the weather's dry, I'll come down and finish clearing this. I obviously won't be able to burn it, but at least if I can get it smaller and over there ready to be burnt, that'll be good. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go and find somewhere warm and dry. Oh, right, see you later. Well, I'm back. So it's the next day. It's no longer raining. It is freezing cold. It's barely above freezing. So things are just starting to drip where the frost is coming off them now. So yeah, pile didn't burn down at all, which is, I say, good because I wasn't here. So I'm going to try and tidy this up. I had a thought overnight. Rather than dragging this across the mound here with it all being muddy, it's going to have to sit for a while to dry out. So what I'll do is I'll take this all out of here, cut it up so it's a manageable size, and then put it back down in the hole. It seems a bit double handling, but then it can sit there, it's off the path, it's out the way, and it can dry out. And then when I do get round to having a fire, it should be lighter weight and easier to manoeuvre over there. So yeah, we'll get you on stand and we'll get on with this. Right. Okay, so I've managed to tidy that last little bit up now. So I'll leave these piles here, and then once we have the fire over there, I'll drag them over and put them on there. Now, it's only lunchtime, so I couldn't decide. Contemplated carry on. I thought, not sure if that's such a great idea. There's two little branches that are irritating me. And when I say little, I lie. It's that great big one there, goes up and across over there. There's another one from the tree over there that again comes across. Now, I'm not a fisherman, but I know we have had complaints in the past of people getting tangled in that. So I'm thinking while I'm here with the chainsaw, I might as well deal with it. And I could do like we've done before, which is try and trim the end off of it. But to be honest, it's so high, it's a pain in the backside anyway. Or I could deal with it properly and take it off nearer ground level. So I'm thinking I'll quickly do that, and that'll keep me busy for the afternoon, and that should be it for today. So right, let's get the chainsaw and get these two down. So I've cut this one down, but I just looked at the camera and I don't think I pressed the record button, so I'll have to look back at the footage and find out later. So hopefully I did record it, But if not, I'm going to make sure I record the second one. Second one's more interesting anyway, actually, because if I felt that, just cut it straight off. That's going to go in the lake. So I want to try and tip it this way. So let's see how we do there. I'll make sure I press record this time. Just so you can see what's going on. Cut a wedge shape out of this side. What I'll do is I'll cut from this side, leaving this section joined, and hopefully that should hold and it should hinge round, closing that gap up there. So I'll get you back on the stand now. My theories are all well and good. Unfortunately, what I didn't bargain on is it tipped this way slightly, and now the chain's stuck. Oh dear. So yeah, that's a lot of weight. I'll get the chain out in a minute. Right. Okay, so there's no way of me getting this out. I haven't got another chainsaw, and the chain and bar here is stuck solid, so I'm going old school. Bit of manual labour. There we go, that weren't too bad. Right, let's get the chainsaw back together. I've got the chainsaw all put back together again. I've also sharpened the chain on it because that's another thing that's causing me to have problems. So yeah, it's cutting a lot better now. Right, let's get this tidied up. Okay, so I'm done for today. So I was disappointed with how that one went, but yeah, to be honest, I'm not too worried. I'm not an expert on this. I've never had any training, so it is practice, and you practice somewhere like this where if like that it all goes wrong, it's not an issue. You don't practice on the one up the side of your house. Worst that happens here, it fell in the lake. So but yeah, I'll leave it at that for today. I'm not sure when we're going to get back onto this. Hopefully it'll be next week, but obviously it all depends on the weather, what else is happening. So yeah, but yeah, I'll leave those piles to dry out. We can get that bonfire going eventually. These big bits here and those big bits over there I'll use probably for logs. Might take my own and use them myself. But yeah, right, so we'll leave it at that for today. So much more peaceful without the chainsaw.